Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Parcel Simulator. It's Wednesday, it's day 24, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We have a balance of $48,968. Things are going really well and it's aeroplane day. I'm going to start by just opening everything up because this setup that we've got now is perfect. So I've unpaused that belt, opened the gates, everything's going to flow. This is going to make us money. And while it's doing that, we're going to continue this build. So I'm going to do this piece by piece. We're going to start off with the ticket checker and the weight checkers. Get those all nicely set up. Decide where our belts are going to run. I actually think I already know where the belts are going to run. And get everything connected up so that hopefully by the end of this video, we will have these two gates running. There is a lot to do. Let's get stuck in. Right, we are now over 50,000. Let's hit the T and we'll go down to the shop. And in the shop, we are going to go straight for two of those, two sticker checkers and two of those. We are also going to get 3 bridge conveyors, a bunch of other conveyors. We're going to need quite a few. And I think we can only order up to a maximum of 30. Hold on, let's check the basket. Yeah, you can only order 30 a day. So let's put a couple of those away. And then we can check out. And we'll grab our big pallet and we can go and pick all of those things up. It's fortunate that we have this very big pallet now because this kind of build does take a little while. Alright, that's everything. All 30 items are on this pallet. I know the description says 20, but no. Here we aren't as constrained by space as we were, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to go compact because that setup works. And we're going to basically do the same kind of thing as we've got here, except it's going to be mirrored. So I have to start looking for machines. Now what is that? Yep, that's one of the ones I wanted. So we'll take this over and let me see where I'm going to line this up. I'm going to flip it because approved are going to go out to the left as I'm currently looking at it. So that way. But just going to move things out of the way. See if we can find the other. There's something. No, that's not the one, but we can pick that up and we can just pop it down there for now. That's also not one that I want. That's weird. Am I missing something? Oh no, there it is. Let's see if I've got my spacing right. That will flow into there. This is going to have to come through and flow into there. So that's fine. Going to need to move this pallet a little. Grab this. That is the correct way around. So they're going to come in here. That's good. Then these two are going to be separated. And I'll need some straight conveyors. So put that in there. And that in there. Right. I'm going to move the pallet down here because I'm going to start putting the approved belt in, which is going to go right there. Is that right? I think it is. Alright, and now we have a ramp, and that ramp is going to bring approved stuff over here. That will come out. We'll put a bend over here. Going to need a lot more conveyors. That will go there. This will come in over... let me move this one and fill this hole. Then I'm going to need this one over here, the junction. And that can go there. It's going to need to be flipped. Rotate. And then I'll need a bend. That will bring that over. Then I might as well take the ramp. And we are going to need to rotate that, head over that belt. Because that will bring the declined ones out this way. And then they will join a belt that's going to go that way. And then there is one more. This bridge is going to go... Now, where am I going to have this? I think I'll have it further towards that side. No, like there. And that will bring those out. It's going to hop a belt. Because there's going to be a belt coming out of here. I'm going to just start connecting belts from the back. We are not going to have enough. So I will be ordering more. Okay, so here's the start. I have 4 machines. I have the 2 sticker checkers and I have the 2 weight checkers. Now, a belt will come through from each of these shelves. This one will feed in there. This one's going to come around and feed into here. Both of these have a denied and approved side. So denied being pre-approved that already have a denied sticker and approved that already have an approved sticker. The approved ones will go out this way, and the declined ones will go out this way. And that applies to both of these machines. So coming out this way, if it's declined, this belt carries on out, and this one comes over and feeds into this belt, which will then go out to where it needs to go. The same with the approvals, except the other way around. If it's approved, it comes over, it hops this belt that's feeding from the sticker checker to the weight checker, hops over that, and ties into this line, which will take the approved stuff out in that direction so it can get sent to the right destination. So that's pretty straightforward so far. Fairly easy setup. These ones are 2 apart, these ones are together. The 2 sets are 4 blocks apart, or 4 conveyor lengths apart. And the belt work is relatively simple to understand. Now the reason for this bridge is because we have a valid output that could come out of here, and that will then feed in underneath, which will then connect together with a belt from here, which will wrap around, and then they will go into the rest of the system to do all the other checks. But I certainly don't have enough conveyor belts, so back into the shop. Actually, have we finished the day yet? Why have things stopped over here? Oh, because they weren't going. No, we haven't finished. Lots of packages still going. So I will order a whole bunch more straight pieces and maybe a few bends as well. Alright, that should be enough. We'll check out. That means that I do need to empty my pallet, and then we have to get all of this stuff. I don't have a torch, do I? No. I'm not too concerned about getting too many conveyors right now because we are definitely going to use them. This declined line is going to come out and it's going to go all the way through. It's going to hop this with this fancy jump belt, and then that's going to go and into there. So we already need a lot of conveyor for that. Then we need to bring this conveyor line, the approved line, up to here somewhere, where I will need to replace, let's see, this belt over here with one of those. And then we can just tie that in. So yeah, a lot of belts needed down this way as well. Anyway, let me finish this setup first. Make sure that we have all the belts going where they need to be going. Okay, folks, there's the build. I've just got to put a corner piece in there and a straight piece in there, and that'll connect it to the system. Just been running through as well just to make sure that everything is correct, because we don't want to make a mistake. That mistake will go on our permanent record. But I am out of straight belts again, and I'm going to need a lot more of them. So I am just going to order them. And I'm going to order... Oh, not those. I want the straight belts. And I'm going to order a full delivery of them. Right. That's 30 more belts coming. Right, now that I have my belts, I'm going to first connect the straight line for the approved ones, since that's a relatively short piece. Excuse me for not showing everything. I'm busy concentrating so that I don't make a mistake. And I'm going to leave one open for the conveyor that attaches the stickers, and that'll go over here. I mean, I could bring that one over to here, but I don't know, maybe it's worth trying, and then we only have one, because I mean, that conveyor doesn't delay anything. Yeah, what the heck, let's bring it over here. And we'll take this one out, turn that around, and put that in right there. I hope that allows everything to work. If not, then we may have to do 2 of them. But good, that line is in now. Now we can do the declined side as far as we can go with it. And then right in here, we will have to get ourselves another one of those sticker conveyors. And I'm going to take this line and carry it on over this way. And that is as far as I can go for now. Awesome. I will need a whole lot more because I'm about to get some more machines. I'm wondering if I should do this now. I don't see why not. I've got the cash. So no point running another day that we are potentially going to lose out on all of that. So let's order some machines. We will need the serial number, the country, cargo type, stamp, and contents prohibited. Cargo type, no, we don't need that one. Contents inspection diverter, we definitely need that. Alright, well that's about that. We'll probably need some more of those. Definitely need some more bends. And then a whole bunch of straights again. And check out. So it's another big load. Right, and I have everything. I'm going to pop this down over here and grab these machines and unpack them so I can see what they are. Okay, we'll put that aside. Okay, so that's the stamp. That's the serial number. That's the contents prohibited. Cargo type. And what was the last one? Country, I think. Huh, looks like I missed one. Did I? Yeah, it actually looks like I did. Alright, well, let's get started with some positioning anyway. So that's going to go like that. Alright, so the cargo type, invalid, goes that way. Valid goes to the next machine, which should actually be the country one. And somehow I didn't order it. But we'll get the bins in anyway. So that will go in there. Did I maybe not pick it up off the truck? That's, oh yeah, I think there it is. Well, there's two things here. One's a conveyor, and that's the one I'm looking for. Right, this is the next one that goes in, and that is the right way around. Another bend. We get the serial number. That one is correct. And then that is for the stamp, which will go that way. And then coming out of the front of the stamp thing, we're going to do that. And then I can get the contents prohibited. Basically, this is going to push anything with a required sticker. So inspection required sticker will get pushed that way. And then I just need a couple of pieces of conveyor. Wait, that won't be there. That will be there. No, I got this completely wrong. This is going to go there. And then this piece, this here is going to go there, like that. Good. And this one will feed in there. Okay, so as long as the parcel's approved, it'll keep coming down this line until it gets here. If it does require a check, it pops off the belt. If it's approved, it comes out this way, goes on the belt with the others that are coming out of here. All the declined ones will go out the back, and then we just need to set up the belts for that one. I'm going to try something a little different with these belts. I want to try and save a little bit of... Oh, you know what? I don't need to save belts. We are doing perfectly fine. I can afford to buy plenty. Although setting these up all next to each other like this may cause a bit of a problem, but we'll keep an eye on it. But we can do a little bit of shuffling. So we can grab that and... yeah, maybe we'll shorten these a bit. Wow, man, you go through these belts really quickly. Yep, I am out of belts again. So that goes into there, this will come through, this will go a couple over and into there. Yeah, that should be good. All right, well, it looks like another crazy order of conveyor belts is about to happen. I might need one more of these junctions, and then I need the declined sticker attacher machine. So one of those, one of these, and a whole bunch of these. I'm just going to order them all because we'll use them eventually. And check out. Oh no, there's something in the truck stall. Let me go clear that. I think it was that conveyor belt that I left behind. Right, now I can check out. And once again, just load everything up. I'll just do a double check this time, make sure I haven't left anything in here. Alright, yep, that looks clear. Good, we can start here. Get this slot all connected in. So that one is in. And grab this one out while I'm here, and we can plug this one in. Okay, so that'll label everything before it makes the jump. It's quite difficult to spot the junction. I hope I ordered one. Alright, I think this bend will finish this section off. Okay, they're all red. These are correct. This is coming over, it's feeding in there. That's going out. Yep, I think that is about right. So basically with just a bend over on this side, which I will pop down over here for convenience, and then one straight piece over here, we could actually have this whole system running. But I need to plug in that deny line. So let's do that. And this is the last one. We just need 2 bends, and I've got 3 belts left. One bend there, and the last bend over here. And that is in. Good. And we can just put this down over here. Okay. I'm relatively certain that this will work. Oh, there's one piece missing over here, and I don't have one of those junctions. It's a pity. We just run around and make sure there's nothing else missing. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's just get that junction. I'll fetch it out of the truck. Right, so I just need to take that out. Grab this one, rotate it correctly, and that is sorted. Great. Now should I run this for today? No, let's save it for tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to hit the sack and then we can start tomorrow. Oh, man. You know, we got all that stuff on those shelves that we could put through today. Let's do it. Okay, that is in. What am I missing? Why is this not working? The belt going in the... Oh, parcel lying on the floor. There we go. These are going to start moving through now. So we can just keep an eye on things, make sure that they are all going to go through and that we're not going to get any mistakes out of them. This may be the best way to do it because now it's not mixing with parcels from other sources. So we'll know that this is the problem and not somewhere else. Good, we've got a couple of pre-approved ones coming out already and pre-declined. And it does have the sticker, so that's fine. And I want to see how this little thing works because this will be our first jump. And it worked perfectly. That's great. Starting to think maybe I should use it on these. Yeah, it's a bit tight in here to do that. Okay, where are you from? We haven't had any approvals. Oh, there comes an approval. Oh, we've had some go down there. Oh, and we had a couple of aeroplane ones go through. Awesome. Oh, this is nice. That jump. It's amazing. So for anyone who doesn't know, the gap is about 3. You could push it to 4, but it may not make it all the way. So I would say it can jump 3 lines. We haven't had any batches go through from this yet. There's a sticker going on, so that all works. We should be getting something coming through quite soon over here. Yeah, it won't take too long. Okay, folks, here comes our first one. And it's good. Okay, so that side is working. Because they have to keep an eye on everything else. We had a mistake. What was the mistake? Alright, let's check it out. Incorrect export door for parcel with cargo type road. Invalid approval. Country criteria was incorrect. It shouldn't be because, wow, we are clogged. What's happening here? Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this. Oh, you know what I did before? Let's see if I can quickly switch this out. It happened on the other side as well. I'll just give it a little bit more space. But I'm very concerned that it's given me the wrong country type. Incorrect export door for parcel with cargo type road and also the country. That's road. It's weird. I wonder why it did that. It was disappointing having an extra strike. But okay, I'm going to let this run and see if I can see any other anomalies and we'll take it from there. Okay, I've got a serious problem here. This machine is not working. What if I had it the wrong way around? Might be possible. Yeah, I did. Oh my word. Yeah, it clogged up the whole system again, so it's going to take a bit of time to clear up. And I figure while I'm here, I'm just going to upgrade these two. I've got money. I'll upgrade this one and that one. And then I think I'll do the same thing on the other side. Although, I think I've already upgraded those. Need to upgrade that, and that one for now. And while we're messing around, let's see what upgrades we have. We have everything except this flooring one, so I'll grab... Oh, yes, we need tier 14 for that. We have tier 13, which gives us another gate for outgoing plane and boat. Not one that I'm very keen on using. And I think I'm just going to hold on to the rest of my cash for upgrades if we need them. It is Thursday tomorrow, and there will be no aircraft, so I'm going to turn this one off right now. There are no more packages. They've all been through. We just had that one strange anomaly error that seemed to be wrong on 2 fronts. That was very confusing. But we've got to run another day and see how the whole thing works together. So, off to bed. Actually, not a bad day. Almost 400. Yeah, we're going to be doing way better than that. Right, everything is ready. Nothing holding us back. It is Thursday, so all the gates are open. Air and maritime are closed. The others are open. And there we go. We're starting to get parcels in on this side. Now, it's at this point I'm going to have to start thinking about getting extra shelving, especially here. I think with 4 gates coming in, that may fill up. I'm also concerned by Monday, this is going to be full. Maybe even by Sunday. Anyway, there's nothing stopping us from doing that last upgrade. So, tier 14 expansion, and we now have another place that we can get parcels from. And all this room to build a facility to do that. We'll get there. Not today. today is all about making sure that this all runs nicely, but we can change the floor. So let's head into the tablet, go to upgrades, flooring, upgrade, and now we can do flooring. So if we go in here, there's a tab now called flooring, and there's a few different options. Many of them are like that, you know, kind of old, grimy factory floor. This is a darker version of that, which I suppose could look nice, but I'm not keen on it. That's the original floor. This is a blue floor that looks like the other floors, grimy but blue. And then there's the wooden floors. Like, that's not bad. Might be a bit dark for my liking. But then there's this one. And I quite like this. It makes everything brighter. Feels nice. So that's the one we're going to go with. The boxes are moving through right now. There's quite a few on the belts. It's early days, but at the moment everything looks okay. I do like how this is working. Yeah, I didn't try this in my previous test, but it does seem to be pretty good. Right, I'm seeing potential bottlenecks over here, so I'm going to start upgrading. As you can see, it does speed up quite nicely. That's with the second upgrade. Right, and that is the day. So what is on the shelves is what is going to be processed. And it looks like we made it on both. There were slots open. Good. Now these are all just going to need to push through. And as the money becomes available, I will start upgrading everything so that it pushes through a little bit faster. Actually, I'm quite impressed. The maritime one seems to be filling up faster than the air freight one. I hope that doesn't become a problem, because there are no pickups until Tuesday, so I might need to plan to add some more racks over here. But the money's flowing in pretty well, so shouldn't be a problem. Looks like we have the last few parcels coming through. This one's about to submit. So that will make it 368 for the day with no errors. Obviously, the previous one was an anomaly. I have no idea. But yeah, we have done good work in this episode. Progressed very well. Next episode, we need to introduce this so that we can do even more. And we need to start speeding things up. Now, I've got a good balance. That balance will allow me to do this. I also have to add more racks. Especially to, to all of these, because the weekend is coming. But yeah, right now I don't think cash is going to be a problem. I still have to paint all my conveyors, I have to paint the walls. I'm going to move my office. I think my office is going to be in here. This is a nice little area and I don't plan on using it for anything. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you very much to everybody for all of the support for this series. It's been great fun so far. I thoroughly enjoy this little game. And looking forward to maybe seeing expansions, DLCs, who knows. But yeah, next episode we go big. I want to get over 700 in one day. It might be a Monday because of, all of that. But we've got to break 700. Maybe we can do more. But thank you for joining me, and until next time, cheers.